Here are the test scores for the guy you filled out the form for. He scored a B minus. This guy is a risky bet. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is more of a doer than a talker, but his career growth may have some limits. While he works hard and puts real effort into his job, he doesn't always have a step by step plan or a loud ambition to climb very high. He values peace and quiet over chasing big titles.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he'll handle it calmly on the outside without making a big scene or lashing out. Instead of yelling or complaining, he tends to keep his feelings inside and may step back for some quiet time. With gentle support, he'll come around, but don't expect him to bounce back overnight.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
At work, he tends to keep to himself and doesn't go out of his way to charm people or make lots of friends. Most coworkers will respect his hard work and quiet nature, but he won't be the most popular or social person in the office. However, he isn't the type to start fights or get into loud arguments.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he will feel happy for you in his own quiet way. He isn't the sort to get jealous or make you feel bad about your achievements. You won't have to walk on eggshells or downplay your wins around him.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he's unlikely to resent you or let it bother him much. He doesn't base his worth on money or fancy titles, so your bigger paycheck won't hurt his pride. You may find that he's a bit quiet about it, but he won't pick fights or throw rude remarks.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He isn't the most organized person when it comes to money, so you might notice he sometimes spends on things that catch his eye, especially if they are beautiful or make life feel a bit special. He works hard for what he earns, but he's not always careful with saving or planning ahead. You may have to help steer things back on track now and then.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He mostly lives within his means and doesn't put up a show to look richer than he is. He enjoys little comforts and beautiful things, but doesn't go overboard or try to impress others with flashy purchases. You won't find him borrowing money to keep up appearances or bragging about things he can't afford.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is quite warm hearted and generous, especially with people he cares about. If someone needs help or a small treat, he will gladly step up and share what he has, even if it's not much. He won't count every rupee or refuse to contribute when it matters.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is more open about money than secretive, though he might not always be well organized with it. He usually tells you honestly about what he spends and doesn't try to hide things or control your choices. You can expect a straightforward, if somewhat casual, approach.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is likely to believe that housework should be shared, not just dumped on you. While he isn't the most organized or neat, he understands that running a home is everyone's responsibility. Sometimes he might need a gentle reminder to pitch in, and his way of helping may not be perfect or methodical.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will actually step in and do the chores and even change diapers rather than just standing by and telling you what to do. He isn't a perfectionist, so things might be done in his own way. Not always neat or orderly, but the effort is there. He'll quietly chip in and do his share.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He will not jump into arguments just to prove he's right. He's more likely to listen quietly, especially if you're upset, though he may not always say much in reply. Sometimes he'll just withdraw and think things over by himself instead of having a long discussion.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he usually stays calm and doesn't lash out with harsh words or aggressive behavior. Instead of yelling or saying hurtful things, he tends to become quiet and keep his feelings inside. His way of handling anger is to step back and calm himself down, not to take it out on you.
Does he have a bad temper?
He is not the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. Most of the time, he keeps his emotions steady and doesn't lose his temper over small things. This isn't a red flag you need to worry about with him.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is able to say sorry and take responsibility when he's at fault, though he may not always do it with big words or dramatic gestures. If he realizes he's made a mistake, he usually keeps things simple and quietly admits it rather than blaming you. You won't have to fight with him just to get a simple sorry.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He is caring and gentle at heart, so he won't push you to do anything you're not comfortable with. If you set a clear limit or say you're not okay with something, he'll step back and give you space rather than argue or insist. With him, you can feel safe and respected, knowing your feelings and decisions truly matter.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He won't take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Your comfort matters to him, and he understands that everyone has their own feelings and boundaries. If you say you're not up for it, he'll quietly respect your wishes without making you feel guilty or unwanted.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He's the type who values trust and comfort in a relationship, so he won't use your private moments against you or to embarrass you later. Even if there is an argument or a rough patch, he won't bring up those moments to hurt you.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is more likely to be faithful and not easily distracted by other women. He values emotional connection and true companionship over chasing new excitement. You can feel secure knowing he's not looking for trouble outside of what you both share.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not overpossessive or the kind to act jealous and controlling. He trusts you and values your independence, so you won't find him questioning your every move or demanding to know where you are all the time. If something ever bothers him, he's more likely to withdraw quietly than to cause a scene.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature does not come from a controlling personality. When he tries to look out for you, It's out of genuine care and wanting you to feel safe, not because he wants to monitor or boss you around. With him, protection feels like gentle support, not like a cage or set of rules.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a team effort rather than expecting you to do everything alone. While he might not always notice what needs to be done or take the lead, he doesn't believe that raising children is just a woman's job. He'll quietly help out when asked and handle his share, even though he may need reminders from time to time.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and collected. He isn't quick to lose his temper or shout at them for their mistakes. He may go quiet and think before responding rather than react harshly.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support you as both a mother and your own person. He understands that you have dreams, opinions, and a life beyond just caring for the family. He doesn't expect you to lose yourself in your role as a mother or give up what makes you happy.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he's not the kind of man who will pretend to support your career now, only to pressure you to quit after you have a child. His support for your dreams and job is genuine, and he understands that your happiness and self worth matter, both before and after children. With him, you won't have to worry about unexpected guilt or pressure to give up what matters to you.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will show your parents basic respect and kindness, but he may not always be warm or expressive with his feelings. His caring is genuine, but he isn't someone who puts on a big show or says a lot just to impress others. With time, his real care shows through quiet actions more than words. He is willing to adjust to your family rather than expecting everyone to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly rather than making things worse. He's not the type to shout, argue, or cause a scene in such situations. He won't pick unnecessary fights or embarrass you in front of others.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
No, he is not the type who will act modern with you, but then expect you to suddenly become a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. His nature is steady and genuine. He doesn't put on a different face for others or pressurize you to do so. He values quiet honesty more than show and will support you being yourself even in social situations.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will support you in his own quiet way rather than take sides with others or stay out of it completely. He may not loudly defend you in front of everyone, but you'll feel his backing through small gestures, private words, or just being there for you when things are tough. He isn't interested in drama or arguments, but he also won't let you feel alone or ignored.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He isn't a mummy's boy, and he doesn't blindly follow everything his mother says. If there's a conflict between you and his mother, he may not jump in loudly or quickly, but he won't leave you unsupported either. His style is quiet, so he might try to keep peace rather than take sides in front of everyone.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the type to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He values privacy and believes that what happens between you two should mostly stay between you two. Your trust and dignity will be safe with him. You won't find your private moments becoming family gossip.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all we know about him, this guy is a B minus. This guy is a risky bet from a relationship perspective. Day in and day out, being with this man means living a quiet, steady life with gentle support and little drama. He works hard, cares deeply in his own calm way, and values simple comforts like a warm meal, a peaceful evening, or small, thoughtful acts.